Hey, everybody, welcome to the MURCA Guns and Freedom podcast with your host, me, the Yankee Marshal. As always, this is just an open chat where you can ask me anything you want to ask me, whatever topic you want to cover. We usually talk mostly about guns, but it can be any other manly man subject. It could be wrestling, cars, pets, anything you want to ask, comic books, cryptids. I like a lot of different things. So ask me whatever you want to ask me. Challenge me if you think I've said something you disagree with, even if it's just something you think I got factually wrong, like a specification on a gun or a political opinion I might hold. Come in, let me know you disagree with me. That's how people form opinions and learn things, is when they disagree with each other. So come on in, do that. I always like to start by reading orders, if anybody has ordered any products to help support the TYMP. We did not get any TYMP supporters today, or orders today, so nothing there. We did get Candyman became a paying member over on Patreon, and Sir Wendell became a free member, so hopefully he'll sign up at a paying level, or else he's just helping John Heasley win the silver bullets. Speaking of which, we are giving away 3 of the Vampire Defense 4570 solid silver live rounds. These are actual silver. They've got a wooden core, so they also take out vampires, not just werewolves. These are made by Minuteman Ammo. I am giving away 3 of these. One will go to a current member on Patreon. If you have a $5 subscription already or more, you'll get an entry for every $5 subscription, 5 entries for every $20 subscription. But the other 2 are going solely to new members. If you sign up as a new patron between now and midnight on the 31st, you will be getting an entry for every $5 you donate into the drawing for the other 2 rounds of this. And if you have a different caliber gun, you're like, I don't have a 4570. What good is that going to do me? You can get a different caliber. I'm just using this one because it's, I think, the coolest one. But if you said, I want 44 Magnum or I want 357 Magnum, that is not a problem. I don't already own the ones I'm giving away. I have to buy them with my own money and have them mailed to you once you win. So you can change it to something else. And you can even change it to a different type. Like you can choose the werewolf rounds that don't have the wood cores, or you can choose the cowboy rounds, which is more for like people that are fans of Lone Ranger or just don't want the werewolves to know they're onto them. So feel free to claim whatever you want to claim. But like I said, that's what we have to read there. Let me see if we got any questions coming in. We got one question I know that came in during the other chat that I want to get to. Thomas Einon said Smith & Wesson 686 Performance Center 2.6 versus Colt Python 3-inch. Well, see, now this is where what's better and what's my choice are going to be different. Because like I've said, always, the 686 is the better overall all-round gun. It's just like the best gun ever made, especially if you can get a plus with 7 rounds in it. That's going to make it overall a better gun than the Python, the 3-inch Python. But the Python excels in one place that makes me choose it over the Smith & Wesson, even though I often have to go down a round. And that is the trigger. The trigger on the Python is far superior. On a scale from like 1 to 10 on revolver triggers, the Python's like an 8 or 9, and the Smith & Wesson's like a 6 or 7. So I go with the Python simply because I love that better trigger. I also like the aesthetics better of the Python. No Hillary hole and all that other stuff. But I will say I choose the Python myself because I value the trigger over the extra round and greater, durability. Not really durability, but, perceived durability. So for me, it's going to be the Python, even though I will say that I think the Smith & Wesson 686, especially the Performance Center, is a slightly better gun. With that being said, all right. All right, let's get over here to the questions coming in. I got to find my place over here. Did I do everything? Oh, I didn't say that if you want to join Patreon or Subscribestar or any such of the things we got going on, you can go over to TYMPpistolproject.com, like it says right here. You can go over there. Right at the top of the page is all the information about the Silver Bullet giveaways. And if you want to become a patron, a Subscribe Star member, or if you want to buy merchandise like my "This is not a Confederate flag, it's the first American flag," learn your history, because a lot of people seem to think that the Gadsden flag has something to do with the Confederacy. It does not. In fact, it's one of the first flags that our fledgling nation agreed upon as a sanctioned flag. So it's one of the first American flags, not a Confederate flag. So if you want that or some other merchandise, go on over. There's a link on tympistolproject.com where you can go buy merchandise. There's also a place there where you can sign up to be a recipient of TYMP. If you are a recipient of TYMP from last month, I've got the emails all compiled, and it's going to grab a gun tomorrow. So your gun should be getting ordered and will probably go out first of next week. And with that being said, let's see if there's any questions coming over here in the comments section. All transactions. What's today? Today is the 27th. It looks like it's been busy over here. Today is 27th, right? All right, we got John Heasley chiming in right away, getting another entry into the double super secret rock giveaway. And remember, you out there, you can't get entered into the Silver Bullet drawing or the double super secret rock giveaway if you're not here live in the chat. You can't get entered via super chat. However, if you're watching this video later and you want to do a super thanks, those also count the same. So keep that in mind. If your schedule doesn't allow you to come to the chats, if you want to get entries into the Silver Bullet drawing, etc., super thanks count the same as super chats. All right, what did John Heasley have to say? Oh, I got to remember, it's in a different place now. You should buy me that gold python since I am so good to you. Ugh, like I would give that to you. That would be, I wouldn't, if they told me, if you give John Heasley one, we'll give you one, both for free. I wouldn't do that to a gold-plated python. I'd be like, I will do without on principle before I let that poor gold python have to be owned by that evil, evil man. It would be on principle. I'd have to. That's probably not true. I'd probably do it. But that's what I'm going to say officially. I like free shit. Don't get me wrong. Dale Rickety chimed in and said, I just paid $4,000 for income tax. So in other words, the government fucked me out of that python. Oh yeah, that's true. Same thing with me. I'll have to pay that much in income tax too. And I'll get screwed. And I'll feel really bad. Oh, then I should consider, like, what are the odds of them catching me if I don't file my insurance? I know people, or my taxes. I know people right now in the gun community that haven't paid taxes in like 20 years. And they're still free. So I'm like, if I so much as make a rounding error for a nickel, they come after me. But these people fuckers ain't paid taxes in 20 years and they get away with it. So I'm like, I wonder what chances if I didn't file taxes at all, if they would catch me. It might be worth risking jail time to get that python. Might be. You never know. Jason Thompson, that's Officer Tater Hater, chimed in with his $2 tithe to Phil and said, I sent more emails, including a few about my county sheriff. I saw the one you said where you said, this is my county sheriff. He needs some alone time with his monster anaconda. Yeah. I saw that one that you sent. Where was I? That was Jason Thompson. John Heasley chimed in again. What did he say this time? For me to leave a super chat for Yankee, for me to win a super rock give. Oh, for me to win super secret rock giveaway. It's double super secret rock giveaway, just so you know. He's getting more entries. I mean, I want his money. I just don't want him to win. And I don't want anyone else to have to challenge. I just want, if everybody entered once, that would help make to where he didn't get a chance to win. Thank goodness here. Kevin Mabry got a couple entries. He said, I forgot. I look it up here. for Phil and the double super secret rock giveaway. And he made sure to praise Phil there too. So don't forget, Phil is still watching. You're not off the hook because, Clinton Barella chimed in with a big donation here. Says, yearly bonus hits at midnight. Have some pasta money. He got several entries into the double super secret rock giveaway. So take that, John Heasley. Yeah, his pasta is like my favorite pasta. I get the Barella pasta all the time. Although someone yelled at me the other day, said, you couldn't get Barella pasta. It's anti-LGBTQ. And I'm like, well, how's pasta anti-LGBTQ? I don't know. I'll look in. That's not true, is it, Clinton? Tell me it ain't so. I don't think Clinton's a homophobe. So the pasta should be fine. Mikey D chimed in. Got him an entry. And he said, I keep forgetting I don't got to pan down. Because a paw needs a hand worth a shot, even though John Heasley will probably win again. Don't say that. Don't say that. That's not something you should even joke about. Kevin Payton paid his $2 tithe to Phil and said, all hail Phil. The 21 cents is for the Yank Wants a New Gold-Plated Python fund. If enough people gave, let's see, if everybody gave me 21 cents, if everyone subscribed to my channel gave me 21 cents, oh yeah, I'd buy that Python and then some. I could buy several of them. I don't think everyone's going to give me 21 cents. Most of the people subscribe to my channel and even watch my videos, much less send me 21 cents. Maybe if I made a video pleading. George Powell says, thoughts on laser grips for revolvers. I'm not the biggest fan of laser grips, laser sights, any of those things. I like red dot sights. I mean, they're cool and they're good for up close. And another thing they're really good for is practicing trigger control. Put a red dot grip on your revolver, take it to the range and be like, why is that jumping all over the fucking place? It's because you trigger control. And at my age, it's because I'm shaking. But I think they're good training aids, and I think they can be good up close. But at a distance, you still got to be able to see the dot. And so that's got a downside there. Sharisa Ho says, what did the O say to the 8? And then she answered and said, nice belt. What did the O say to the 8? Nice belt. Am I missing something? Maybe I don't understand serial killer humor. Well, I don't guess it's serial killer if you've only done it to, well, we only know one. But someone explain that joke to me because I don't get it. The 0 say to the 8. I don't get it. You're making me look stupid because I don't get the joke. You're humiliating me in my own chat. Let's get back over here to the chat questions. Ones that I'll actually hopefully understand. Where was I? That was Kevin Payton. Coral chimed in here. Pays $2 tithe to Phil. Hail Phil, can you summarize why Homelander is so disturbing? Oh, well, I guess it's because he's in his universe, he's a being of like near limitless power that can't be held accountable for anything he does. And he's also a sociopath. So it's basically what happens when people in power decide that they're going to do whatever they want to do. Well, no one can stop him. He's kind of an allegory for that. It's like when Musk and them team up together. Well, what do laws matter? Especially not if they can buy judges or have judges taken out or recalled or whatever. Like right now where he's offering like $100 a signature on a ballot measure. That should be illegal. So money is not free speech. If money's free speech, then everyone should have equal money because everyone should have equal speech. So I just don't like that at all. Long live Phil, said Charisse after she embarrassed me in my chat. But I don't want to get her mad. I don't want to be turned into a jacket or a pair of boots. Where was that was Coral. Joe Pearson just chimed in again, got himself some more entries, and said, this might be the only fundraiser I've done that doesn't end up losing me a ton of money. So fingers crossed. Because usually I'll spend $500 on a fundraiser thinking, well, hopefully I'll raise at least 600, and then I'll raise like $200, and I end up $400 further in the hole than I was before. You all watched that time and time again. I think this one is the first one that has a chance to actually make money. And it's the one we can't talk about. What did he say? I suppose a couple more. Just rig the giveaway and award me the gun. I can't rig it. I do it live for one, and I'm not a good enough actor to fake it. People would see right through me. Plus, that's not good. I don't need to build any more bad karma in my life. I know a lot of people just know me as the sweet, kindly gun guy on YouTube that wouldn't hurt a fly. And it's just always nothing but, lollipops and rainbows. But my early years were shady. And I built up a lot of bad karma. And just in case there is such a thing as karma, I'm trying to kind of counter some of that before I die. That would be more bad karma. I can't do that. It's not worth being reincarnated as a dung beetle or something just so that John Heasley doesn't win again. Almost worth it, but not quite. Johnny Mandrick chimed in also, got a couple of entries and said, I keep panning down. We are running out of ways to annoy you. Any ideas we haven't tried yet? Well, why would I give you ideas? You all do a plenty good job of annoying me. I haven't even drank any of my soda. See how annoyed you've made me. I ain't even drinking my soda. Actually, today I'm in a pretty good mood. We got my son's car put back together, got the injectors changed, got that faulty wiring harness repaired, replaced the sensors. Now I just got to hope it runs. So once I'm done here, we're going to go see if it runs. And if it runs, well, then I'll be in a very good mood. Flight Paramedic 505 says, hey, Yank, nice hat. Where'd you get it? I got this, actually. My son bought me this when we went and visited the Bigfoot Museum in Boring, Oregon. We went not too long ago with his grandmother. And I saw this hat, and I said, that's a cool hat. And I'm like, yeah, but I ain't paying $29 for a hat or whatever it was. So he bought it and gave it to me. They each bought me something. My other son, he got me, where is it? Aha. He got me a Bigfoot Challenge coin and a bumper sticker for my truck. Or no, he got me the Bigfoot Challenge coin and what was it again? A little wall hanging thing, a little metal wall hanging plaque. Someone else in the chat here got me the bumper sticker for my truck. It's on the back window of my truck. Where was I at? Who was I just saying there? That was Johnny Mandrick. Did I read his actual chat? I'm pretty sure I did, yes. He wanted to find new ways to annoy me. You don't have to find new ways. People are still annoying me the good old-fashioned way every day. What is your opinion on requiring ID to vote? Not a fan. I don't like having a system that too closely ties your vote to who you voted for. And when you start requiring IDs at the time of voting for registration, yes, well, it's just pretty much you got to do anyway. You got to have a license and an address and all this other stuff to register to vote. Yes, that you should be able to have to prove I'm a citizen, I'm eligible to vote. But to go in and actually cast a vote demanding ID at the poll, all you should have to know is this is my name, my social security number, this is my address. And you should be able to vote, because that kind of, anybody does fraud with that, it's easy to catch, because like you already voted. So that it was either that guy or you was And then we go back and look at the tapes, and that guy was the bad guy. And that accounts for like 0 election fraud in this country. It's like an insignificant amount. So it doesn't ever make any difference. And I don't like having to take ID at the polling place, because how far away that is from let's scan your ID. Well, you're in booth 4. And then they set up a system, said booth 4 is tied to this ID. That's how they voted. And don't like that don't like even going one step down that system, that plan. And I can't, for the life of me, understand why people who don't trust the government want to do that. Who was that? Did I just read? Was that Jesse Brackman? I think it was Jesse Brackman. Paul Bidenbach also paid his tithe to Phil and said, "Hail Phil, John Heasley is a werewolf trying to get the silver out of circulation." That could be a possibility. That is definitely a possibility. I'm not going to rule that out. Not going to rule that out. Let's see here. Let me get back to the chat. Ben Coors chimed in, got an entry in the silver bullet drawing, and said, "Oh, I don't need to pan down. What would be the worst gun to gold plate?" Oh, I don't know. Kimber Solo. Well, even then, I'd probably want that. A Kel-Tec. Oh, I'd like to have a little gold-plated C-Camp. Wouldn't that be cool? A little gold-plated C-Camp. And I'm not talking tin plating that looks like gold. I'm talking actual gold plating. 24 karat gold plating like that gun I just saw. Let's see here. Who was that? That was Ben Coors. Ben Coors. Kevin Payton chimed in, got himself some entries into the double super secret drawing. As an elder in the Church of Phil, I have prayed to Phil to sprinkle John Heasley with anti-wind dust. I think everyone should. I just said maybe if Phil just broke his kneecaps or something so that he had to spend all his money on medical bills over the next month, he wouldn't be able to get any more entries into the drawing. But wait, I think he's an elder too. Yeah, he's like the first elder. So, pissing me off, I swear to God. Southpaw Jinx says Burt Gummer is my Jesus. I don't think he's Hispanic. I don't think his name's Jesus. In fact, I know he's not. Wasn't he the dad on Family Ties? He went a long way from being that liberal hippie dad on Family Ties to being a prepared survivalist. All it took was some giant space worms, I guess. That'd change people's minds pretty fast, giant space worms. Jonathan Aho, who we believe that's really Jonathan, chimed in but did not say anything. Dead men don't tell tales. Lee Lane, that sounds like you were created by Stan Lee. Trying to stop the Healy monster. Yeah, that's a good way to refer to him, the Healy monster. Attack of the Healy monster. Remember that movie, Attack the Gila Monster or Gila Monster? I always called it, when I was a kid, I called it the Attack of the Gila Monster. But I think it's Gila Monster. Remember at the end, they fill an old car with nitroglycerin and they drive it into him and blow up the lizard, which I hope they didn't blow up a real lizard, but I think they might have. Yeah, does anybody remember that? John Heasley chimed in again, said, "For everyone betting against me." Okay, now let's not get out of control to where everybody spends more money than they can afford. Be careful. You don't want to get in trouble with your wives. And I assume John Heasley might have a wife. I mean, there's mail order brides, right? So, I mean, he's got a chance. So let's not everybody get in trouble. Let's not go crazy. Trevor Cargyle paid a $2 tithe to Phil and says, "Got a couple guns in trade today." Oh, well, ain't that nice? I think you sent an email too about that. I'll share it here in a second when I get over to the emails. Jim Leggins Jr. Ain't seen him in a couple of days. Where he been? Michelle Lujan Grisham's mom is a hairy Wendigo. I think that's his governor again. I'm thinking that he's insulting. But that's a horrible thing to say about a Wendigo. Poor Wendigos, it's not their fault. They're cursed. They just wanted to try a little long pork. They shouldn't have to be cursed the rest of their life. And a lot of them, they didn't have any choice. It was either cannibalism or die. So they made the choice of survival. So now they're cursed to be a Wendigo. It doesn't make sense. It's unfair. That's what it is. What's wrong with eating an occasional person? There's a lot of people out there that need to be eaten. If we started taking people that weren't worth fucking nothing, like pedophiles and stuff like that, and once they were convicted as a pedophile, instead of just killing them, if we started turning them into dog food or something, at least make some use out of them, that would be such better than just like electric chair or lethal injection. Or let them volunteer to be eaten by pigs. What a way to go out. Johnny Mandrick chimed in again here and said, doesn't Mandarick and Heasley look the same with your bad eyesight? They look very similar. I will say. In fact, I accidentally wrote your names different earlier. When I was writing down some of the things, I accidentally got you in the wrong order. I had to switch it back because I put it in the order that it comes in. So I got the wrong Johns in the wrong place. I had to switch you. Let me show an email here I got coming in real quick. All right, here's the first email we got coming in. He got some guns in trade. A couple of new ones acquired in trade. 92X with the G conversion. That's a nice gun. And an ATI MP40 clone. Oh, yeah, that's nice. The little grease gun looking gun there. So he got him a couple of new guns. I didn't get any new guns. So, although he did trade for them. So I don't know if that means he's out the same number of guns or did he do better, or I don't know whether to be mad at him or not. I'll have to think about it. He might be a cunt. I was actually thinking, I was considering selling my court to buy that gold python. I really was. It was almost like buy back court. I want that gold python. Share screen, Winder. This one's a sad one. People trying to bring me down. You helped me get Nina surgery a few years back. She passed away today, 16 years old. Never thought I'd love a dog so much. You didn't know her, but you helped her last few years be more comfortable. Well, I like to think I know her. I like to think I know all puppies, in spirit at least. I'll cry like a bitch for the next few days, but it's okay. She deserves it. It might be more than a few days. Oh, there's the little facey. Oh, there she is. Oh, well, I'm glad we were able to make her last few years better, but it is sad to see her go. But that is very old, so at least she got to have a full life. Let me know here. I'll start the camera. Is there another one here? Let's see. Share screen, Winder. This one is from Jim Liggins. Recently in a video of yours, you said if my stainless Beretta didn't say Inox, then it is a carbon gun, Cerakoted silver. My gun doesn't say Inox, but it does say stainless. Are you like, oh no, if it says stainless on the barrel, that's stainless. If it says Inox on the slide, it's a stainless slide. And then he says, disregard last email. I forgot to turn the pictures on their side. Oh, he just sent it back because he forgot to turn the pictures on his side. But yeah, the Inox is about the frame, not the barrel. If it's a silver barrel, it's usually stainless. and it'll say stainless on it. But even that ain't true now, I don't think. I think they're actually Cerakoting the barrels on the 30Xs to look stainless, even though they're not, and they don't say stainless on them, or inox. And they definitely don't say inox on the gun. George Powell chimed in here with an email and said, share screen, Winder. Where did it go? Aha, there it is. Says, you wore me down. This is your fault because of your 357 versus 9mm video. I also saw live testing of Underwood 158 grain out of a 2-inch barrel, and it averaged 1260 feet per second, resulting in 557 foot-pounds. Bought today, and man, do these grips hurt. I can't even imagine shooting the 360 PD. The 360 PD is far more abusive than that. But it's nice to see you finally get yourself a 357 Magnum revolver. If you don't got one of those, are you really armed? If you don't got a 357 Magnum revolver, are you really armed? Or are you just kind of armed, like half-assed doing it? I think it's the latter, to be honest. All right, let's see how much time we got left. We got a few minutes left here. I think we're caught up on the super chats. Nope, Jonathan. Well, no, we got a couple people chimed in. Tyrone Sistrunk pays $2 tithe to Phil and said, all hail Burt Gummer, Smith & Wesson 460 Magnum. I got a Smith & Wesson 460. It's right there with the yellow grips. It's from the Bear Defense thing. That's where I got a case. I got the case for it and everything. And Jonathan Aho chimed in and once again didn't say nothing. Surprise, surprise. Then let me get over here to the regular chat, see if there's anything coming in over here. Someone explained the 0 to the 8. You put a belt on a 0 and it makes it into an 8 when you tighten the belt. Okay, I get it now. I mean, that's pretty simple now to think about it. So now it even matter because it made me look even dumber. So I'm borderline furious right now. How do I explain Phil to my Christian coworkers? Just tell them ain't no God and that they're ridiculously stupid and that they should better start following Phil before it's too late. Always works. I've always found Christians to be very reasonable people when it comes to things like mythology, and very, very reasonable people, of course. You know, they value facts and logic and evidence. Actually, they're the opposite of that. Your thoughts on Illinois outlawing truck nuts? I think it's stupid. They're fucking pieces of plastic or metal hanging from someone's truck. Who gives a shit? What else was it? They outlawed something else too. Something that, bare breasts in public. I guess you can't breastfeed or something. It's ridiculous. It's just garbage. But I don't live in Illinois, thank God. Was it Illinois? I guess it was Illinois that did that. For some reason I was thinking it was like Montana or something, but it might have been Illinois. I just saw an episode of Reacher where a guy fires 20 shells out of a shotgun without reloading. Not uncommon. That's almost as good as Herschel's. I don't think he reloaded once. I think he fired like 100 times. He took on a whole herd of zombies with a pump action shotgun, and I don't think ever reloaded. So, pretty impressive. So when do you think Washington will pass the permit to purchase? I do not know. I hope they don't, but I do not know yet. But the real question is how long until it can get overturned is the next question after that. I traded one nice gun for 2 guns and some cash. Needed a little money to pay for some work done on my truck. So not sure if that makes me a grunt or, well, not a cunt or not. No, we'll say that's a wash. But you get a pass this time. But don't count on that happening again. Do you know anyone who went to Marshall University in West Virginia? Well, me. I went to Marshall University in West Virginia. What are your thoughts on the Supreme Court upholding the ATF's frame and receiver rule? I had a video up on that today till YouTube took it down. Hopefully it'll be back up tomorrow. So tomorrow you'll get to see in full detail what I think. Because we don't got time to go into it right now because we're about out of time. But yeah, you'll see tomorrow. Hopefully, if it stays up this time, I'm going to re-upload it after my chat here. I didn't re-upload it before chat because I didn't think I had time. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow it'll be back up. But right now it is gone. But that's it for today. We're out of time. Let me make sure we're caught up on the supers. I do believe we were. Jonathan Aho was the last one. Boom. Yes, Jonathan Aho was the last one. Burt Gummer is my Jesus over here from South Paul. Jinx was the last one. So I want to thank everybody for showing up tonight. I want to help those of you that are helping me battle against the evil John Heasley, the Heasley monster. Also, I want to thank everybody who helps participate in the conversation. Everyone helps with Pets and Vets, helps with TYMP, buys merch, supports the channel. However you help watching videos. Remember, when you watch them, I like a little thumb up every now and then. So do the thumbs up. It would help me with my views. Or thumb it down. Interaction's interaction. But thumb them up. Come on. Don't be dicks. But thanks everybody for everything you do for the channel. It's appreciated. I got to get on the treadmill. I will see y'all again tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe until I see you again.